Hello, and welcome to Manesca, the oral and serial method for learning the French language. The course we're going to be following is a course aimed at literary French, formal literary French. However, we are going to be learning it orally. After the oral part of the course is complete, we will begin a reading course. This is also tied into the Manesca method. Manesca, however, believed that the surest and most effective manner of learning a language was to learn it orally. We're going to be following his method very precisely, and this is going to involve quite a lot of work from yourself, namely attempting to answer graded series of questions in French. The question will be in French, your answer will have to be in French. And gradually you'll build up a facility with the language. Whenever a new element is introduced, we exercise it immediately with questions and answers. We don't introduce anything and let it lapse. And there's a large amount of repetition as well. My French is that of a second language French speaker. My accent is adequate, but I don't have a native French speaker's accent, but my pronunciation is reasonably fair. And if you want to acquire a perfect accent, well, once your French is up and running, you can listen to French podcasts, listen to the news in French, and go to France. The French of the mid-1800s, which is the French that we're looking at here, is the type of French you'll find in a novel by Balzac, that kind of thing, isn't that different to the French spoken on the street. It's, I suppose, a much more formal register, and some forms will not be used in spoken French nowadays. It will only be found in literature or in slightly older books. But picking up the new stuff is going to be very easy for you to do. If you want to sound like someone who speaks street French, you'll be able to pick that up from podcasts and movies and things like that pretty easily. So this is a course in formal French, fancy French as I call it, and it will give you a good base in the language. And that's it really for the introduction. I'm going to be using screenshots of the textbook, and I'm also going to be speaking. So they're going to be grammar sections where you will see the French written down, because the pronunciation and the orthography, the way French is written, are quite different. And this is one of the great difficulties. But we are going to be training our ears by speaking an enormous amount of the language. Good luck and farewell.